We should also clarify that Rastani does not work for Goldman Sachs or indeed any other major trading firm, nor is he in fact a registered trader with the UK Financial Services Authority. He does, however, write a blog at leadingtrader.com. Jim Bolden has been talking to him, and Jim joins us once again in the studio. Enlighten us, Jim. What did you make of Alessio Rastani?
Well, I enjoyed my conversation with him. He was very reluctant to come in. Great credit to the people on our booking desk who got him to come in. Then he decided to leave. He came back, he decided to leave. Then he came back and he reluctantly sat down with me. And here's his explanation of what he said, what he was saying, and how this whole thing took off.
The way you approach a recession is, as a human being, is different as you would as a trader. Okay.
So traders aren't human beings?
The jury's out on that one, right? What I'm saying is, look, I published on my blog last night on leadingtrader.com, and I said exactly what I meant, which was, yes, you know, a recession can be horrible. It is. You know, it's a tough time. My parents, when I was growing up, went through I remember the recession in the early 90s, and it's a terrible specter. As a human being, you don't want it. As a trader, you think differently. As a trader, you think, okay, you're going to have one of the most volatile and possibly trending conditions to make money in that market.
So you're preparing for another recession, and you said on the first interview that people better watch out because they're going to be wiped out. Now, the markets crash all the time. I mean, we get it every 20 years or so. We had one in '87. We had one again in 2008. It's October, so you're warning that this is going to happen again.
I'm not some oracle here, and this is the thing. People think I don't have a crystal ball that I look into and say, oh, wow, recession's coming. I see what's in front of me, all right? My job is to look in front of me and see what I see in my charts and what I see from other data that I'm getting, and say, okay, this is what I'm seeing, and this is what I'm going to act upon.
The reason this whole thing, your interview, went viral was because you said some things that were considered to be shocking. Right. But you do that because you're trying to sell yourself. You're trying to sell a book. You're trying to get people to sign up for your trading desk.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, I would not, with all respect, I would not say that. No, I can tell you I believe there is a God, and I could not possibly sit in front of you or a television station and with all good conscience say something that I don't believe. All right, so my conscience wouldn't allow it. No, I was not doing that as a self-publicity for a book. I really truly meant what I said. I do believe that if you sit and wait for the governments to sort things out, be prepared to wait a long time. The governments, even if they do sort things out, how long is it going to take? Some economists in America say it'll be 8 years before the economy goes to pre-recession periods. If that's true, let's say it was 4 years. You know, are you going to wait 4 years? I'm not. So my advice is, look, folks, act now. Do something about it. Don't just wait for these governments to sort things out. They're not going to sort things out. You're going to wait for them? No. The big boys control what's going on here. And what I was really trying to say is, look, get out there, you know, just people, I'm just talking about ordinary folks here. Just if you're watching this, get out there and go and learn how you can make money from this recession. Not me, not just me.
But a lot of people can't short futures of the Dow. I mean, it's not something that the average person can do at home.
Fine, do other strategies, you know, do other hedging strategies. People can buy options, you know, put options. People can find other ways of making money in a recession market. You know, the fact is, you know, what I'm saying is go and educate yourself. There is no excuse for you not to learn. You got to go out there and learn how to do it. I'm not trying to sell myself about anything. I'm honestly being honest here.
Finally, let me ask you this. There were a lot of rumors after the interview that you were a member of this group called the Yes Men, which are people who go around saying things, but they're not who they say they are. Now, you say you are a day trader.
Right.
You are Alessio Rastani, Italian-Iranian, and you're not a member of Yes Men.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll just leave that open. You know, people want to. If people want to believe that I'm part of the Yes Men, let them believe it.
So he said to me that human beings don't want to see recessions. He understands that, but traders, some do, because you can make a lot of money out of volatility. He's not the only one who thinks that, of course.
He has divided opinion in equal measure here over the last couple of days, Jim. Some people are horrified at his comments, others appreciating his candor. Where do you stand, having met him?
Well, when I met him, I realized I think he's an honest guy. What he's saying is what he's saying. But, you know, he would like to write a book one day about traders. He does have a website. He does like to train people for trading. So, but I think to his defense, he was asked to come onto a TV show and talk about the markets, and that's what he did. And in that sense, what blew up was because of what he said was such a surprising thing, because they thought maybe he was just like any other trader coming from another bank who wouldn't say those kind of things if he worked for one of the major banks.
It seems in his interview that he's had a little bit of a rethink about his delivery method. He was quite sort of placid, let's say, in comparison to his fiery appearance.
He was very nervous. And like I said earlier, he was very reluctant to do this, but I think he might have realized at the end he needed to say again some of the things and maybe say it in a slightly different tone.